got me messed up, and just keep on moving. But then I had to realize, like, no, sis, take your shades off, sit down, and let's talk about it. I just took a shower, feeling fresh, feeling renewed. Now I'm ready to talk. So, my girl talk for today is my truth. Is my truth. There's like a big space over here because I wanted to show my blessed sign, and it gotta show. Because you see my title below, this is my past, my history, and I want to tell you guys something. Never be ashamed. Never be ashamed of your past. Never look back and be down, because that is who made you how you are in certain ways today. So if I'm looking down, I'm reading. My title is I Got Laid Smoking with Friends. ... How to heal from people who hurt you. That's a tough one. So are you subscribed yet, sis? Because now that we have a little bit of peace, how you heal from people who hurt you. First and foremost, as I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself too. First, you have to acknowledge that they hurt you. You have to acknowledge that because, for example, me, I always like to give people excuses as to why they did it. So when they do something, I'll either say, he was probably mad. She was probably having a bad day. He was probably this, that, and the third. When it shouldn't matter. They hurt you, they hurt you. Some people like to take back people who hurt them. And that is a very bad step to take, because now it's going to affect you. Now you're going to be an ugly person. Hurt people hurt people. That's entirely the truth. Then you have to see the part that you played in it, to the point where you allowed them to hurt you. And it's okay. It's okay to revisit the past. Sometimes it's too traumatic. And what most of us do, like me, I just like to block it off. Close it, throw it in the trash. Fuck you and your friends. I don't need it, period. I have like 6 different shades. Hold on, let me show you guys one. My favorite one is in the car, and I don't feel like moving too much. So I have like 3 right here on my bedside. Like, period. I would wear my shades and just keep it moving. And like, I would just act like none of that shit existed. None of that shit happened. None of that shit, like, who, what, where. Me, I am not the who, the what, the where, the when. You got me messed up. And just keep on moving. But then I had to realize, like, no, sis, take your shades off, sit down, and let's talk about it. So it's not good, but we have to. You have to revisit the past and see the part that you played in it for that to even happen. And after that, you have to forgive yourself. Like, completely zen, calm down, because you revisiting the past is gonna get you mad, gassed up, and ready to do some more damage, when you just need to. We forget to breathe sometimes. We forget to breathe. So after you do that, you have to forgive yourself for the part that you played in it. And after you forgive yourself, when you forgive yourself, you have to let go. I was gonna say forgive them, but I'm still on that stage, so I'm not even gonna lie to you. But after you forgive yourself, you just have to let go. But you guys, no joke aside, you do have to forgive them, because that's gonna help you forgive. That's gonna help you move on to that situation. Forgive them, because sometimes we don't forgive them because we still need closure. We still need that last conversation. When in reality, we don't. Most of them are not gonna give it to us. And two, we didn't need it to even begin with. What is a closure? That is just us like going back on the story. Let's go down the stages again, okay? Girl, I don't said that 50 times already in the story. Who cares? One more time, it's not gonna hurt. One, acknowledging that they hurt you. Two, acknowledging that they hurt you. Revisiting the whole situation and seeing which part we had a play in. Three, forgiving ourselves. Forgiving them for what they did, for the part that they did, and letting go. And we will not forget the last part, that is letting God. Okay? You letting God. You letting God take the situation. You letting God take the wheel. Or you letting God take that journey where it needs to go. Because that's already a headache that you don't need. Okay? That you and I both don't need. Because we are all writing our books. As long as you live and you're still writing your book. That is just a page to your book, right? So that means we cannot have the same chapter in that book. So make sure you take your lesson from it. Okay, and apply that to your everyday lifestyle. Because we only live one life. One life. You live one life. You have one book to write, okay? You don't get to have a second book. Okay? And even when you died and then you got revived, okay, you're not getting a new book. You're just going to continue that book. You're just going to continue on chapters. Right? So we don't get two books. We don't get two books to write. We only get one book to write and live it right. Live it to your fullest extent. Okay? Make sure you're doing everything you want to do. That's why they have them bucket lists. I said bucket lists. Bucket lists. That is my story for today. That is how I bring myself to move on from people who hurt me. It's very simple. It's just that life sometimes in our environment just make it so hard and make it so tough. Ooh, and then don't forget, don't share. Like, at least have you that one friend that you will go and talk to. Don't share it to 50 friends, to 50 people. Okay? Don't share it with 50 people. Because 50 people is not going to have the same. It's going to be 50 people and 50 different opinions. And we don't need that. Me and you, we don't need that. So, it's good to talk about it. It's good to talk about it. Me, I don't know about you. I stand in the mirror and I talk about that shit. I talk about it. Because sometimes when you're dealing with a situation and it's like a tough situation, you really don't want to have another spirit talking to you. Like, you don't want to have another mouth or another opinion or another, like, voice speaking to you while you're trying to make the decision that is good for you. Because only you know how you feel. Like, sometimes, like, okay, we need a third party, an outside person to see what's really going down. But honestly, you know the truth. Like, you know the truth. No matter how hard you try to explain to somebody else, they're gonna draw a whole different image in their mind, and they weren't even there. So, baby, me and you, we both know the truth. So, I stand in front of the mirror, and I just go through it. Like, I have to look at myself in the mirror and be like, okay, sis, okay, now I know I ain't tripping. That motherfucker did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He did try you, baby. He tried, yes. And then it doesn't matter if you have to do it 50 times that day or 50 times for 50 days. However long it take you to fully get over it, but it shouldn't take you 50 days, because if you have to think on it that hard, boo, you should have been through it away. You should have been ripped that page up. You should have been finished that chapter like a long time ago. Alright, it's your girl Melly, and please don't forget to let me know of your testimony down there, because every day is a living testimony. So I know you have a testimony to tell me in the comments down below, and then that's where I'll go down there and meet you if you want to continue the conversation. It's your girl Melly. I love you. Okay, let's talk to each other, because the world is like rough. The world is rough, and talking about it just makes it better. So let me know. Talk about it in the comments down below with me, okay? While I continue to put my shades on. While I continue to put my shades on and sip my tea. I lied. Sip me a little wine. Favorite drink. Favorite drink. When I start to get some really loving subscribers and they really care about me, I like some Moscato. I just feel like putting that in there. It's your girl Melly, and thank you for watching my video. I love you. Thank you. I said that already. Bye.